Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am ET69 and we are back with the Chinese bundle in store. So we have the WZ111, the Type 59 and the Type 62 Dragon. So first up, the WZ111, 2035 DPM, exactly the same DPM as the Type 59, and the Type 62 Dragon there, 2500 DPM. The penetration on the 111 is 215, the Type 59 is 181, and the Type 62 Dragon is 145. The Alpha 400, 280 and 200, and you can see there the rate of fire 509, which gives you 11.7 second reload for the 111. Type 59 7.27, which is an 8.25 second reload, and the Type 62 Dragon 12.5 rounds per minute with a 4.8 second reload. Now this is running the rammer. You can run it with calibrated shells, it's not a problem. You can run it, gives it that extra little pen. The heat pen is really good. I'm not sure, I didn't really check it on this, but I know the heat pen is really good on the Type 62 Dragon. So 3 tanks, not bad tanks. I like the WZ111, which is the heavy. It's quite a nice tank. It's like pretty much like all the other ISs. Pretty solid armor. 5 degrees of gun depression there. Type 59 has 7 degrees of gun depression, but the Type 59's been around a long time, and it used to be a tank that everyone wanted. But I still think it lacks. I've got the mod 1. I have got both tanks. I've got the Type 59 and I've got the mod 1. I prefer the mod 1 over this, although you can see the turret armor there of 200, so it's got nice turret armor, but I don't know, I just prefer the mod 1. So first up we have one battle in each tank, and first up we are with the 111, and I'm platooning with a good friend of mine, Arthur, Rudigo UK. I'm not actually sure why that name is Rudigo UK, because he's Lithuanian who lives in the UK. He works with me and he is another gamer. So there's like 3 or 4 people now at my work who we have got into playing this game. So we're going to push the middle. I'm not sure how that penned on the IS-2SH. It is a tier 9 game, so there is only 3 tier 8s in this team. And you can see the IS-2 there, the E75 and the STI, or the ST1, are all in the middle, and we get a nice shot. We do have to switch to the heat to penetrate the E75, but the ST1 is sitting there, and I honestly believe this guy has cost them the battle. He bounces me and he just sits still, letting me fully aim at his hatch, make sure we don't bounce, and you can see him now, he's pushing all the way back. He does, however, penetrate me. I do only get a track shot there with the heat, and you can see Rudigo, Arthur and his chieftain is next to me, and we are sitting at a table next to each other, so we can easily communicate. And I told him, turn around, let's focus this T44 100. So we get the bounce from the T44. He gets a couple of shots in, and now with my gun depression I can't see him, or I can't get to him, so we do wait for that mod 1 who does make the mistake in poking out, and we can get him gone. And Arthur pretty much taken care of that T44 for our RHM to clear him, and now we can go back and focus this ST1 who is still sitting up there. He hasn't really, he's moved back a little bit, and now look, he's going to move back under the tank. Thank you very much. Easy pen. And now he's just going to sit back there, and he's not going to do anything. He really isn't going to do anything. We do see him fire his gun there. Not quite sure if it did pen the tank he was shooting or not, but he really did cost him the game. He's the most heavily armored tank on the enemy team. If he was to work with this E75 and the IS-2SH, he could have easily cleaned myself and my platoon mate up, and possibly this M103, but he decided not to help his team at all, and we're just going to leave him till last, as he is no danger to us whatsoever. So that is the object 704 gone. We're going to poke up now. We're all rushing. You can see great team play. We're going to get a roll into the E75. We don't quite take him out. My teammate takes him out. And now there is the IS-2 SH. We're not going to get a shot into him, so we're going to start poking around. We've just noticed the STI has taken a shot, so it allows us to poke forward, fully aim into his bottom plate, and then start backing up before he's reloaded. So we're just going to wait. There's no point taking any damage. M103 bounces. Now we do decide to use the APCR here, but we didn't fully aim in, and we hit his upper plate, and we did bounce. But you can see here now 4 tanks all rushing him, nearly everyone bouncing. Luckily leaves me to get the 3rd and final kill. So very easy battle there. We do finish on 3k damage. We get 1000 block damage. It was a first class, and we make 76,000 credits. So not a bad tank, and it's a pretty solid tank, and it's pretty much one of the only tier 8 premiums I play at the moment on the NA server, because it's a tank that I've never had on the EU server. Wargaming didn't give it to us. Not sure why. It's a tank that I've been asking for, and now it has come for available in gold. I've managed to finally get it for my EU press account. So, and that was pretty much one of my first few battles in this tank. So next up is the Type 59, and again, it's not that much of a battle, good battle. It was an okay battle, and it is a very troll tank. I think the DPM is quite low on it. The penetration is quite low on it. So you do, especially against these IS-3s, IS-5s, IS-6s, you are going to have to switch to the APCR. I think the speed, it could be quicker. It really could be quicker. With the lack of pen and the lack of DPM, I think this tank could do with a bit more speed, to be honest. And this is why I don't really like it. It is pretty solid, don't get me wrong. It's a pretty solid tank, but with the lack of speed, the lack of the armor, the turret armor is not so bad, and the lack of DPM, it's probably the main reason I don't like this tank. But it's not bad. I'm not saying it's a bad tank. It's just I don't really like it. And you can see easy battle here, easy battle. So while we are playing an easy battle, we're going to talk about the price. So Type 59 is 10,000 gold, and it's been for sale for quite a few times now. I got mine for free in SkateX Team's charity event last year, so I don't mind getting it because I didn't really pay anything for it. I made a donation to his charity, which is for a good cause, and I got this tank in return. So technically it isn't free, but it is free. So this is 10,000 gold. The 111 is, I think, 11,500 gold, and you have the Type 62 Dragon, which again I think is 11,500 gold. But together you could pay 21,000. I think it's 21,000 or 21,500 gold, and you can have all 3 tanks. Now for me, that is a good deal. That is a really, really good deal, and I don't often say there's many good deals in the bundles or in the store. Usually it's, no, I'm not getting this tank. It's a good tank, but it's overpriced. But I really do believe if you buy all 3 of these tanks together, it's a really, really good deal, because you're pretty much buying a WZ111, you're pretty much buying the Type 59, and because you bought them 2, they're going to chuck in a Type 62 for free. Now the Type 62 Dragon, you get the Dragon camouflage. On top of that, you get some equipment unlocked on top of that as well. So I really do think this deal is really, really good. But if you was only going to buy one of them, if you only had 10,000 or 11,000 gold and you was only going to go and buy one of them, this has to be the tank. This is just OP. Everyone should have a Dragon. Now, if you haven't watched Martin Doggers, he's just done a video on the Dragon, pretty much saying the Dragon's one of the best tanks, not just the best premium, it's one of the best tanks in the game. Now, I totally agree. everything nearly about this tank is just great. The gun is great. The speed is great. The armor, okay, is not great, but it's a light tank. It's got the light tank camouflage, so you'll have the camo whether you're moving or you're still. You still have that light tank camouflage, and it just is an all-round great tank. The DPM is great. Everything about this tank is great, and not only has it got good stats in this tank, but you can also have fun in this tank. Now, I played this for a few battles a few days ago, and you can just get up close to the enemy, use your DPM, you can circle all the heavies, and it really is a fun tank to drive. And that means you're having fun playing the game. You're not just playing it stat padding or grinding. You're actually playing it and having fun playing it. And that is what I did on a few of these battles. And I just picked up nothing special, but I was in a hurry and I just wanted to pick one decent battle to show you. But I had a few, but this pretty much stood out with them all. And we are getting shot, so we do need to hurry up and take this AT-15 out. Really, we should have kept him till last because he's the slowest. But there was 3 tanks here, so we all worked together to take him out, and we can take him out much quicker. So if you only wanted, that was a nice shot on the T-44. So if you did only want one tank out of the 3, definitely go for this tank, because everyone should have a Type 62 Dragon, because it is pretty much OP. I don't run this tank with calibrated shells. I run it with the rammer just to give it that extra reload, because I don't think it needs a rammer. I don't think it needs calibrated shells. The pen isn't great on your AP, but it's a quick tank. Get behind tanks, get to the side of tanks, and you can easily penetrate them. So that is the Type 62 Dragon. 76,000 credits there, first class, 3,200 damage, and it is just a beast. And I would recommend this tank, just like Martin Dogger did in his video. I'd recommend everyone to get this tank, because it really is worth every gold that you spend on this tank. But that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and for now, I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.